We're here for a bulk supply of materials.
Bulk supply.
I'm going to need a different cart. There's a 275 individual 1x4s. Still not enough. That's ours too. Train. Done. Will's here. We're gonna figure out a kitchen. Oh, just don't look at me in that tone of voice. You look pretty hunched there.
It's harder to write like this.
Better posture though.
I don't think so. It hurts. And what are you thinking for uppers?
Whatever we can that doesn't look too crowded.
So just whatever you can fit. Panel dividing your fridge upper, your upper for your micro range, and then a whack cabinet in the corner. So that's one of the angle cabinets, unless you don't like those, but they have the most space.
I don't love being boxed in at the window, so I like the angle idea.
Well, they're 24 inch, right? So it comes up here, depending on where your window sits on this wall. And then this would be one large cabinet, whatever, you know, it can fit for space. What are you putting on floors?
I'm budgeting ½ inch, but it's going to be that. How much space is that going to leave between the uppers and the counter?
18 inches. 54 gives you your 18 off of 36, and then I leave 3 inches at the top for the filler.
Is that enough for a Keurig?
You have your appliances for here, like what's going to be on the counters, coffee makers, all that kind of stuff, or you're buying new stuff?
No, I've got the Keurigs are pretty standard, so I'll ask you when to measure that. And then, yeah, I guess we should just measure out island-wise and just set something there to see if it's far enough. Like, we're going to stop at where the fridge is.
Okay, so fridge, stove, RCB, whatever else can fit there. Micro range you can send me, upper cabinets, whatever can fit. Sink, garbage, recycle on one side or the other. RCB potentially, the cabinet and dishwasher on the other half. Other than ceiling and everything else. All right, that's it.
Yeah. If you've been following along, you may have seen that this was a 2-gang, but then what I realized is I need a 4-gang. Here, I'm gonna have a light for the soffit lights. I'm gonna have a light for the lights on either side of the door. Then I'm gonna have 2 more switches, one to run the whole living room, and I'm gonna do it all on dimmers, it's LED pocket lights. So if you want like dim light on when you're watching a movie or something, this hallway here and the kitchen are gonna share the one switch. I've got some of the pipes for the vents that go up in the ceiling. The bathroom needs a 4-inch. The dryer vent needs a 4-inch. The micro range technically needs a 6-inch. I haven't really solved that issue yet. I'm gonna run everything in the ceiling. So a 6-inch to fit up there, that's a problem. And I've been Googling and trying to figure it out. I wanna go down. Like if I could do a 4-inch, this would be perfectly fine, but you really risk burning out the motor that's in it. If you go 3 1/4 by 10, that gives you the CFM or the volume of air that you need to move. And I can run that. I'm 16-inch on centers over the wall and into the soffit, but I haven't found a product yet where I could make that 90 degree. It's actually more than 90 degree because it's a single slope roof. Anyways, still working on that one. I did pick up an exhaust vent for the bathroom. I wanted one that's obviously a vent, but is also a Bluetooth speaker. But what I didn't want, especially because it's such a small room, is a light built into it. You don't have to have the fan on when you're just coming into the bathroom and brush your teeth. But if it's just on every time you come into the bathroom, that's a little bit annoying. So luckily, I'm already going to do 2 switches. The light for the shower. If you have that light on, you're probably going to need the fan on. It just works out. Anyways, it's an 80 CFM, which is a little bit on the low side. It'll do just fine. It's a small room. 110 is kind of my go-to for an exhaust fan these days, but realistically, I'll just suck all the heat out of this house if I turn 110 on. Just thinking about going to warm my hands up because I've been out in the cold all day, but Ben's here now. I'm not going to complain because he is here to cut my slacks off, put his little tool in to spread the pipes to make its own coupler and braze the pipes together, so I can kind of wrap all that up. So yeah, it's just one more thing to check off the list.
joint there, but it's fused.
Oh, nice. Cool. So that's enough slack hanging out to come down the wall, go through there, like cut a hole at the bottom, go through, make a 90-degree bend, build a little box as small as possible that runs like a belt on the outside, so I don't have to cut these 2x4s and there just wouldn't be enough space. But then I can make the turn here and should be enough slack to hook up to the heat exchanger. Did you bring some fittings in?
I didn't bring any in, no. They're like on the same shelf as this was, deep inside. Well, it'll be a pack out thing full of copper fittings.
All right, I'll go look.
I can't remember if it's a half size or a full size.
It'll be all in that pack out though.
Yeah.
Old pack out down there.
Yeah, it might be in there.
Okay. I'll dig.
One done. Oh, so pretty. Good, good. Bloody brilliant. Bloody brilliant.
Rocket light. Well, thank you for bracing. Yeah, I guess that's all the brazing until we're hooking stuff up. Everything we had to extend is extended.
Getting cold.
What?
Getting cold.
Yep. Yeah, I've been out here all day. Cold nose. All right, let's pack you up. Doing some 2-inch?
Yeah.
Full on SilverBoard, not just silver back.
Double side.
Yeah.
Keep the heat in and out.
Here's hoping. We were gonna do strapping today, but it's raining. Logan's sacrificing his dryness to finish up the SilverBoard. Steve's doing more venting. Something to do, stay dry. I'm trying to straighten out the pipes to the ductless splits. Yeah, what do you do? Don't know what else we're gonna get up to today, but we're gonna try to make progress nonetheless. Time for a new thin tool blade. I'm gonna end up cutting a whole slot at the bottom of the studs, just above the plate, to run all the ductless split piping and wires through. Yeah, that's the hole. Some type of box along the front here to get it to the back. Yeah, try to feed some pipe through. Need a pipe cutter. Last two that are still connected cut. There's a sharp blade. Looks like it. And then I can work on trying to feed those pipes through the wall. Get them out of the way. Try to get them moved before they get damaged. Probably gonna cut that one back to there. Get rid of all the adhesive. So plan my cut on that mark. Guessing about there. Such soft copper. Yeah, it should clean up. Just fish that wire out the wall and do one more. Let's put the hose here. One more wire for that, and it's run. Inside, anyways. Those wheels are in a rough shape. What do you think of the kitchen? What do you see?
This is the island bar stool area. Where does the dishwasher go?
You tell me.
Right here in this little box?
Nope.
At the end?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then the sink obviously will go there. The stove will go right here.
Yep.
And the fridge.
Yep.
Very nice. So when the counter's here and you're over on this side, the stools will be here but like sort of in front of the door?
Yeah, kinda. Just for the sake of the dog, room on the back, we put one in.
Okay.
So you gotta act like it's not there, in a sense.
Right. Well, it's also a good idea to have like a second exit.
So the upper is going to be 2 cabinets. Both are going to be right-hand openers. That way your regular double door cabinet might be like a bifold or like double swing left and right opener.
Right.
But then with standing at the corner, you're basically going to have a covered door in your face. So if you do them both right-hand openers, then that's fine. Right?
Yeah.
If you want in the far one, you leave this door closed. And
Yeah,
that's kind of the
that's
solution.
much better.
And then you're gonna have a door here, it's like 18 inches. And then you'll have this big box, but there'll be a door on this side, probably not shaker style door like in the kitchen, just a flat door so you don't really see it. So you actually have some functionality, you can actually get back here. This one's gonna be a 28 inch, and then dishwasher.
So will there be a like panel wall type thing on the side of there, or will it just be straight side of dishwasher?
Straight sided dishwasher. Like the insulation that they have that covers, that's, well no, like Landon, instead of magnets on the fridge, it's just Velcro.
Oh,
Thing, so
okay.
you just Velcro to the insulation that's there.
There's no actual side on the
Yeah, there's an end panel. Yeah, so this gets an end panel. And the fridge gets an end panel, which will blend the fridge cubby into the uppers.
Okay.
And then this side of the fridge gets an end panel as well.
Okay.
And that's the kitchen.
Very good. I like it.
Good. It's yours.
All right. Does that seem like enough space to walk through, or no?
No.
No?
No.
What if it's just temporary thing?
What does that mean?
Well, this right here is the width of our Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah. For something like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's like 20 inches, like we need something small.
Right.
So the one I have, can walk through there, right?
We can. If you'd be willing to go further into the living room for the time being, would be good for this Christmas.
Okay, well, it could be more like here,
Yeah.
but the fireplace is going to be here-ish, right?
If we have one. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm designing it for an electric fireplace and a TV, but that's not necessarily us. Or fireplace-wise, maybe not right away.
we need something to hang our stuff on.
I'll put up a corkboard.
So aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get this hung today. This is your box, your vent. This plugs in, that's your fan. The wires come in through this hole down here. Make your connections, red it, slide it back on. Where my live comes in, I'm going to hook up the lights for in the shower as well. I only want them to come on when the fan's on and vice versa. This is the switch that comes with it, so you have your fan on and off button. Music, which just turns it on. So music on, pause, play, skip, all that stuff's built right into the switch. Okay, so I'm gonna steal power off this fan switch for the lights. Start by marking out where it's gonna go. How I do it, dare I say it's common practice, it's just outside your shower. So you're gonna have all your steam coming, all your condensation. It's going to be coming up out of the shower, so I want to try to catch all of it just outside the shower door. The outside the shower door, centered to the shower. Frame for a 60-inch. I'm going out my soffit on this one. So it's going to be... Well, for those of you that are curious, Incarled 4-inch lights. These ones also have a night light mode, so the outer ring will have a view. I just think that might look kind of nice and premium. Looks like they go $2 New roll. Oh heck yeah! All right, I'm going to start the wiring. I'm gonna run the light wires. I'm gonna run the wire for the lights in the third bedroom. In the third bedroom. Third bedroom time. I don't know if you noticed, but I got another cart. So this one has this safety bar on it. Actually is probably a pretty good idea. A couple times swinging around up there, I've gone to step off that side because I'm looking up and going to walk off, you know. Being an idiot. I gotta figure out my spacing for pocket lights. I want to put the lights 2 feet off the walls, which will really help eliminate any shadow casting onto the walls below it. So on this short wall here, put a mark at 2 feet on both ends, measure the distance in between. This wall worked out really well. It was just over 4 feet. So there'll be 2 rows at 4 feet apart, 2 feet off the walls. I'm really aiming to do these smaller rooms, 4 pot lights in each room, but I don't want a big open center with no light, so might have some adjusting to do. For now. I don't know, this is silly. Look at it. Corey's room has the lights run. The wire. Corey's room has a wire run for the lights. This room's pretty easy, I think. It's a 8x8 room. So if I go 2 feet off the wall, see my mark right there. 2 feet off that wall and that wall. From here, there, all over the place. Gives you just over 4 feet in between. 4-inch lights. I probably wouldn't go much more than 4 feet apart. You probably don't need to watch me wire this one though. Second room, wiring for the lights are done. I was in a rush to get this panel up. Already pulled this off, already insulated and volleyed behind. But I have right here. Kind of dumb. Should have just gone right to there. You know, 50 something bucks for a sheet of plywood. It's a 50 something dollar mistake. I'm gonna pull this off. I'm gonna rip down a piece that fills this. Then I'm not trying to put some dumb little strip in there of not plywood or whatever the heck I was thinking at the time. It's kind of the first redundant things in this whole build that I've done. So I'll take it. Take it right on the chin. Panel down, rip a new sheet. Sheet up, panel up. Like it never happened. That's the plan. Alright, I know this looks kind of ridiculous, but I got the tapes and I'm trying to figure out where to put the lights. I want them right down the center of here, which is at an odd number, 18.5 inches. So like, typically I would put my pot lights 2 feet off the wall, but that's gonna be off center. No, 18.5 inches. So that's what that mark is there, is 18.5 inches coming out into the kitchen. From the edge of my kitchen cabinets, the uppers there, to that 18.5, that I'm gonna do some different splitting. I just gotta figure out how many lights I need for this kitchen area. So I wanna go 1 foot off of the cabinets on that side. I won't have uppers here, so I might just treat it as symmetrical. So off the edge of that counter, and then treat this 8-foot line. So I'm doing an imaginary 8-foot box over the kitchen. Get the correct amount of lights over here, but keeping that line into account and for it to look right. I think, working on it. I'll get back to you. I have these lights spaced at 28 inches apart, which gives me 4 rows. And here I have 3 rows. It's 12 lights. There's 12 lights for this little space. So I want to see if I can get it down to 9 lights. So it's 3 and 3. What that would look like. If I take the distance between that first light and the last light, the 42 inches would be center. That's 7 feet, 84 inches. 42, so that there. That's here. That there. There's not the first ones are gonna be here. Here. There. Looks like it'd be enough, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
And I can replicate that over and make it work. Yeah. 9 lights, not too crazy. This like 12 was looking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why I was like shocked when you saying that.
I mean, it'd be cool. And I wish you, like, if you could get a suntan from LEDs, that'd be sweet. Going deep on again. Backup baseboard heat in case the bathroom gets cold this winter. Got some ring shank nails for the siding, extraction. This is news. Not what I'm here for. But wait. Ooh, hold in. Anyways, yep, ring shank nails for the strapping. I got some 12-2 red wire for the heater, a roll of 14-3 for 3-way switches, and the dryer wire, 8-3. It's actually cheaper to get black stuff than the white stuff. I guess that's crazy. Well, that was actually more awkward than I was expecting, going through Home Depot, talking to you guys, staring at my phone, looking in the cart. I came within a couple inches of an associate that was just sitting in a chair, and I looked up at him while talking to you. Kind of weird. Looked at me like I was nuts. I'm not saying he's wrong, but strangely embarrassing. But I kept talking. Got some more supplies. I can get some more stuff done. All right. All right. Let's see what's in it. More so, see what side, then some. Don't worry, I'm not looking at the instructions for the how-to, just where the wire goes in. Not ready to get my man card up to date. This is how you protect your wire once there's panel up. You're running through nails or drywall with the screws or whatever it is. You want to create an area that the screw can't penetrate in. So I'm going to put these little blocker plates, draw an X on the other side. There. Okay. Center of that. It's 2.5 inches. And I want to put this sitting on top of the trim, not have to notch it. I'm going to go above the knot. I'll just hop up there. Staple the slack. What else can I work on? I'll send the power out to the soffit lights. It's a nice simple short one. Just gotta go from this box here up and over. This is a really good place to use up offcuts and ends of rolls. Actually put a couple screws in the wall and start hanging up the slack. That way I can find and use these when it's needed. Ooh, look at that. Done. For the hallway, I'm just going to do a light every 4 feet. Alright, gives us 5 down the hallway. Well, for not having anybody available to give me a hand, I'd say this went pretty well. I don't know if I'm done yet, but what I've accomplished so far, I've run the dryer wire, I've run the wire for the baseboard heat in the bathroom, I ran all the hallway lights, I ran all the kitchen lights, and all of the last bedroom's lights, including to the switch. The only lights left to do inside is the ones in the living room, and they're gonna have a 3-way switch. So I gotta set up to pull some 14.3 just to run the 3-way switch. But other than that, pretty good for a loan. Night.